Welcome back to Supremely Black Podcast. This is your boy D Rose. Happy Friday. Happy 11/11. Just back with the Kyrie situation, man. So he's met with the owners of the Brooklyn Nets, which he's actually a part of, right? He's met with the commissioner, Adam Silver, which is of the Jewish descent. So you've seen a lot of different things that have been going on. I've covered this story a few days now, probably almost up to a week. And I just think that to share my side of it is that I've always felt that this was just more or less of a flex of power, is because we live in a time now is that once people have signed on to a contract, no matter what professional sport that you play, no matter what type of entertainment deal that you have, no matter what type of endorsements that you have from any big brand, right? They feel as if that everything is just corporate approach to everything. You say always what's right because you're in the media's face 24/7, right? So I've always felt that it was very important for people to understand that when you look at them attack someone like a Kanye and you see them completely disregard of Jeff Bezos having this up on Amazon, you have to look at this deeper, is because Kyrie has always been a little different. They called him crazy for the flat earth thing. He refused to get vaccinated. He spoke about how important it was for them not to even go play in Orlando for the bubble championship, right? So he's always had a different approach. And I was just always taught to myself is that there's nothing wrong with people to think different, because we all have our own individual minds, and if we all moved and did the same things, this would be a very robotic and boring world, i.e. Hollywood, right? You're able to entertain, you're able to act, you're able to sing, you're able to do whatever, but once you're under contract with them, like we say about corporate America, you have to drink the juice. You have to follow code with everything, right? So when he's facing these particular terms that they're saying he's anti-Semitic, right? And he says he can't be because he knows where he comes from. You can't judge people from thinking of what they want to think, for one, or knowing of what they know. There's a lot of hidden history within everything, right? So if that's what he believes, you can't judge a man for having a different belief. You know, I've met Buddhists, I've talked to atheists, I've talked to Muslim, I've talked to Jehovah's Witness, Baptist, you name it, Catholic, it doesn't matter. A lot of people come from a lot of different walks of life. So I've always felt that since Kyrie was so different, is that this was bigger than just Kyrie and that Amazon movie. I think this is just one of the times where you see somebody that is not as erratic as a Kanye or Ye, that's expressive, but he's so intentional with what he's doing. He knows what tribe he comes from. He knows all the different things. You can't really throw different shit on him because he went to Duke. He comes from a 2-parent household. He doesn't have his name in the media. You haven't heard of any drug addiction. You haven't heard of any abuse. So when you find somebody like him that steps outside of the norm, you will see things like this occur, but it makes you look at it differently. I've always felt that this was a war on individuality. You know what I'm saying? This was a war on freedom of speech, but more importantly, this was a war on God, is because a world that's operating in a secular form without a representation of God moves in fear. When you have God, you can move vicariously. He moves vicariously through you, and you're able to attack anything, is because you have an army behind you, and that's just the natural energy that you possess when you do believe that there is a higher God and a higher power, right? He moves like that. And I just want people to realize, like, with everything that's going on with that, this was a more of a war on people having a higher belief and knowing where they come from than just conforming to a system that doesn't represent anything besides the system. I just let you think on that. I may touch bases on it if they come back and say anything crazy. But I stand with Kyrie. Salute to Kyrie. Salute to everybody that's supportive of me. Anybody else that's a free thinker. But more importantly, people of God. And that doesn't have to be religious. It's just natural people of God that move with integrity, morals, and principles. As always, enjoy your weekend. Stay vigilant. Long live CC. I'm out.